Monday. Yes, so we are on a. You just started the. If you're just meeting me, we just started the drive today. The new challenge today, and it's called the 12 Days Financial Freedom Challenge. And what is this all about? It's about how to fix your finances, how to invest, how setting up a goal, investing, debt payoff, ETF, real estate, businesses, becoming a millionaire, ending the paycheck to paycheck circle, assets, wealth building, all of those things are the things that we talk about here. Victory, welcome in. Asante, welcome in. Chicago, welcome in. How are you all doing? Happy Monday. Awesome. Hey, thank you so much for getting your daily at me. If you're new here, welcome in. And I think we might have a lawyer in the house. That's great. Smith, welcome in. Jimmy, how are you doing? Isabel, how are you doing? So good to have each and every one of us today. Awesome. And we started the challenge already, guys. We started the challenge has started. The challenge has started. What is the 12 days financial freedom challenge? And what is this all about? Setting up your goal. What is your financial freedom goal? How do you go about investing? Do you have debts to pay off? What is ETF? What is real estate? Businesses? Do you want to achieve this status? What does that even mean to you? Asset, what does that mean? Depreciating lifestyle liability, what does it mean? Building wealth, there's five types of wealth: health wealth, peace wealth, money wealth, and of course social wealth, and of course which are health wealth. There are different types of victory. How are you doing? Benjamin, welcome in. And these are things that we're going to be talking about, addressing these 12 days, the rest of the year. Victory, you exactly know what to do. Tapping out the light. So we'll get the class started as soon as we get to 5,000 taps. If you're just meeting me, this is Dr. Lina. And this community is called the $1 Million League, the community of millionaires, people that want to aspire to become a millionaire in dollars, and those that are already millionaires trying to scale to become multimillionaires. We follow the multimillionaires work blueprint, and that's part of the strategy that we're using, teaching this 12 days financial challenge. I listen on the YouTube side. How are you doing? Welcome in. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. Victory, thank you so much for tapping out the light. Tammy, how are you doing? Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. And today's challenge, it's already on the page, guys. I already dropped it. So every single day, how does this challenge work? Every single day for the rest of the to the end of the month, all through this July, you're going to be getting a challenge. That challenge is supposed to help you, is one step, is going to take you a step closer to gaining financial freedom. I mean, of course, it's this is not a sprint. It's not that you're going to get to financial freedom in 12 days, but it's about the actions that you're going to be taking. It's going to Matt, awesome. The actions that you're going to take within this 12 days, it's going to push you a step closer, such that by the end of the year, right, you will meet all those personal finance goals, right? So that's what it is. You'll find the challenge on the page. We'll talk about it during this live. Then you go back, complete that challenge, and then you go back on the post and comments that you've done it. Okay, so get your pen and paper. If you don't have a notepad, get a fresh notepad. Get a fresh notepad for this exercise, because it's going to be life changing. Welcoming each and every one of us. And you're just meeting me. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. My day job, I'm a vice president of technology and also a professor teaching AI cybersecurity. So you subscribe. Awesome. I listen. That's great. I'm a professor teaching AI cybersecurity, deep learning and information system. And you're wondering, how come technology? How are we talking about finances? How did we get here, right? That's because I'm also a chartered accountant, also an economics, because my first degree is in economics, also a chartered accountant, but I have my doctorate and my master's in strategic business and information management system. I say all of this because even with this, I still did not gain financial freedom, right? But until I started doing something called investing, until I understood the multimillionaire's wealth blueprint, that's when I got into that status where I wanted to be and also gain financial freedom. Financial freedom might mean anything to each of us, anything. It might be different. As a matter of fact, financial freedom means different things to different people. And you would see all through this journey that we're talking about, right? These 12 days, there's going to be I'm going on. That's awesome. Awesome. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Vacation is great. And that's part of the things that we're going to be talking about during this challenge, this 12 days period. Today, the challenge, we're going to be touching it shortly. We're going to start as soon as we get it to 5,000 taps. So if you're new here, you've not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button so that we can get you welcome into the community. Welcome to $1 Million League. Grace K, Nick Kama, welcome in. Awura, Pretty Abba, welcome in, welcome in. Let's keep tapping out the live. As soon as we get to 5,000 taps and 50 shares, we get started. This is not your regular life, obviously. Most of your life doesn't have the board, right? Yes, it tells you that we talk about something serious here. That's awesome. That's beautiful. That's great. Yeah, for those on the YouTube side, make sure you click on that subscribe button. How are you all doing today? And on the TikTok side, let's tap it. Let's keep tapping. Let's get it to 5,000 taps and 50 shares. We get it started. One of the things that, one question I get every time, Dr. Lina, where should I, Super J, welcome in, right? Welcome in. One of the questions I get every time is, Dr. Lina, should I have a debt, but at the same time, I want to invest. Which one should I do? Which one should I embark on? Another question I get is, oh, you know what, Dr. Lina, I have this money. Should I put it in an emergency fund or should I invest straight away? Another question. Dr. Lina, should I put my money in IUL? Right? That's another question. Dr. Lina, which stock should I buy? We're going to be addressing all of those things right here, right? Dr. Lina, what's a good number in retirement? If I start saving 1,000 right now, if I start saving $500 right now, I'm 55 years old. Do you think I'll be okay in retirement? We are going to be addressing all of those kind of questions. So as soon as we get to 5,000 taps, so the earlier we start tapping and get into 5,000 taps, right? And some might be, you know what, I've been hearing about ETF. What does it even mean, right? Those are things that we're going to be talking about. Should I put my money in the savings account, right? Or what is the impact of putting my money in the savings account versus investing? Another question will be addressed. Another thing is that there's the risk in the stock market. How do I ensure that I do not lose my money in the stock market? I'm too afraid to invest. I don't know how to go about it. Then you're in the right place. These are the things, questions like this are the things that we'll be addressing during this 12 days, okay? And it's not just me addressing it, it's going to be you and I. Remember, it's a challenge. You have your own part to play. I'm going to be telling you what you need to do. You will be doing your own part, and then we'll take it up from there, okay? Yeah, let's keep tapping out the live. Welcoming each and every one of us. Let's keep tapping out the live. Welcome in. All right, where is the second board? All right. So one of the things I hear every time is that, oh, I'm saving my money in the bank. Let's put this board here. Right. So one of the things, while we are tapping out the lights and we're waiting on everyone to tap out the live, okay? One of the things that I see is that I tell people, right? I tell them to stop saving. Why do we say stop saving? Who knows why we say stop saving? Who knows the reason? The reason why we say stop saving is because when you save, what you're doing is you're leaving your money in the bank, and guess what? It takes you about, there's something called the rule of 72. It tells you how long it takes your money to double. Rule of 72 tells you how long, Cham, welcome in, Ahmed, welcome in. Rule of 72 tells you how long it takes your money to double. What does that say? It simply means that you have $1,000, you want it to become $2,000. How many years will it take? Okay? How many years? Is there a question that has crossed your mind? Have you ever thought of that? You know, if I have this money, maybe you got 100,000. And you, hey, Stephanie, how are you doing? You got 100,000 and you're wondering how long, how many years will it take? Yeah, thank you so much for getting your daily at me. How many years will it take my money to double? Paul, thank you so much for tapping out the live. And Stephanie just reached level 19 in the... Awesome. Awesome. So health is wealth. I love it. Health is wealth. Welcome here. You know that health is wealth. One of the type of wealth that we talk about here. A lot of time people always think money is wealth, right? Money is not wealth, right? There are five types of wealth, and let me just tell you, who agrees that there are more than one type of wealth? There are five types of wealth. Yes, there's five types of wealth. Number one, there is health is wealth, health wealth. That's the one type of wealth. Okay, health wealth is a type of wealth because if health fails, every other thing fails, and it's one of the most important type of wealth. The other type of wealth is money wealth. Of course, the investment, the ETF, the real estate, the businesses, all of those type of things are wealth. Okay, CEO Ebon, group latest millionaire in town. Welcome in, right? Of course, that's what this community of money wealth, right? But then there is another type of wealth, peace wealth, right? Do you have your emergency funds? Okay, and we're going to be addressing that all through these 12 days, right? Do you have your living trust? Do you have your LLC to protect your business? All of those, do you have insurance in place? Those are the kind of, those are another type of wealth, peace wealth. That's another third type of wealth. The fourth type of wealth, this is what we're talking about the entire 12 days, financial freedom, which is time wealth, ability to live life at your own terms. That is the fourth type of wealth. And then there's number five, which is the social wealth, because your network is your net worth, right? Your network is your net worth. That is social wealth. So you need to have all the five types of wealth. Okay. And if you're new here, and you've been sitting for 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you. You're new here, drop one. As a matter of fact, drop one. Drop one and also indicate where you're connecting from. I am in Texas in United States, right? So you've learned something new today. You have. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, that's the kind of things that we teach here, right? We make it clear, right? It's not just about money. There are five types of wealth. There's five. A lot of people, this is the mistake that a lot of people make. There are five types of wealth. That's why you see there's money wealth, money talk with Dr. Lina, and there's the lifestyle with Dr. Lina, because lifestyle with Dr. Lina is all about purpose, all of those kind of things, your health, eating right. ZOE Bond is new here. If you're new here, drop one. You're new here, drop where you're connecting from. As a matter of fact, we have 62 countries represented in 13 days. 62 countries represented in 13 days within this community. Isn't that amazing, guys? You're from England. Of course, England was number two. Yeah, for those that are new, in for ETF, awesome. Yes, ETF, we're going to be talking about it in these 12 days. All new from UAE, from Nigeria, awesome. That's beautiful. UAE is represented here. Nigeria is represented here. What other countries do we have? Let's keep tapping out the live. We'll get the class started as we get to 5,000 taps. This is going to be this is your different life because it's life changing, right? Health as well just told us that she just learned something new. So if you're new here, click on that follow button, click on the plus sign, click on the follow button, get your daily admin. Let's welcome you. Let's welcome you to the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires, people that are already millionaires, and of course, some that are aspiring to be. So if your goal is to become a millionaire, or yours might be like, you know what, I just want to gain financial freedom. Yours might be like, you know what, I don't know why you don't want to be a millionaire though, but people's preferences. But let's assume that, you just want to earn paycheck to paycheck. You want a financial freedom, right? If that's your goal, make sure you click on that follow button. Let's welcome you. It's our, one of our tradition here is to welcome you and call you by the name millionaire, right? Welcome you because there's power of life and death in the tongue. But ultimately, we also execute. We are not Iris from Miami, Ami from Miami. Welcome in. Make sure you click on that follow button if you have not done so. Click on the follow button. One of the things that the way we work here is we are not high risk investors. Okay, you might want to Google who Warren Buffett is. Ami from Miami and Rekaway, latest millionaire in town. Welcome on the $1 Million League red carpet. And we're just waiting. The class is going to get started in a bit. So get your pen and paper ready. As soon as we get 5,000 taps and 50 shares, we get started. How do you tap? Just tap the screen. That's how you tap. Okay? Tap the screen. That's how you get started. How do you share? Press my forehead on the screen and then you have your contact. Then you invite them. It shows that you care. It shows that you are inviting some other people to come and learn how to build wealth. Thank you all for tapping out the live. One of the things that we're doing this July, you're just seeing me this July, like I am, my plate is very full. I keep saying it. My day job is vice president of technology. And at the same time, I'm also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio and still run a family. So it tells you the plate is full. However, we are running a financial freedom drive this July. What are we trying to do? We are trying to reduce crime. How are we reducing crime? By educating people on their finances. When people get financially educated, right, they're going to get something called financial freedom. When you get financial freedom, definitely you're definitely going to eliminate poverty. Poverty is going to be eliminated. We all know that crime and poverty, they are brothers and sisters, right? Whenever the community with poverty, your neighbor with poverty, you always see that there is also high crime. So that's our ultimate goal. So whenever you share out that life, right, then it shows that you are also committing to support this drive that we are on, which is the financial freedom drive, helping as many people to gain financial education. Because guess what? We were taught one thing, right? Go to school, get a good job, get good grades, and get a job, and of course, work hard, and life is going to be beautiful. But how is that looking like? Whatever they said, how is that looking like? Right? How is that looking like? Okay, it's probably not the way you expected it to be, right? That's because they taught us something. What the school taught us is how to get income. What they taught us is how to get income, but how to build wealth is totally different. Income does not equal wealth, okay? Understand that income doesn't equal wealth. As a matter of fact, there are other like 6 to 9 steps to actually building wealth. 6 to 9 steps between from income. Income is the first step, right? Because all that the school told us is get that income and fund depreciating lifestyle liability. So fund your bills, fund all those lifestyle. That's what it says. But guess what? That is a paycheck to paycheck cycle, because this depreciating lifestyle liability is not building anything. It doesn't generate. The cycle ends here. You take the income, you find it. That is why a lot of people are on a paycheck to paycheck. Now, how do you end the paycheck to paycheck cycle? You use some of it, listen to half of what they said, put some of it to pay your bills, fund a little bit of lifestyle, and put some of it towards something called appreciating cash flowing asset. When you put it towards asset, you will see something that what are assets? Asset like ETF, real estate, businesses. You start getting dividend income, you get rental income, you will get other sources of income, right? And then you would have multiple income. So it's not just going to be this income only. You have this income, this income, this income. That is multiple streams of income. That is what it means that your money is working for you. Your money is working out there than you. And then you can now use that money to fund this lifestyle to the fullest. That is how you gain financial freedom. That's a quick wrap of how do you gain financial freedom, okay? All right, so let's keep tapping out the live. Once we get to 5,000 taps, we're going to start with the challenge. Today's challenge. Today's challenge is for you to understand what your financial freedom number is, right? I want to be financially free. What does that even mean, right? That's what we're going to be. That's the focus today. So for those that are new, if you're new, drop 1 in the comment section. I'm new. Drop 1, indicate where you're connecting from. And you're just meeting me. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm not a doctor of medicine. That's because I have my master's and doctorate in strategic business and information management system. I own double-digit real estate portfolio. I've been investing for close to 2 decades, and I've also been in corporate world for close to 2 decades. Day job, vice president of technology, and of course a professor. I'm a chartered accountant and an economist, and I'm just the convener of this community, which is the $1 Million League. People that are aspiring to become a millionaire, right? people that are hoping, right, becoming a million, or those that are already a millionaire in dollars and anticipating to become to scale to multi-million. Somebody literally just crossed $500,000 sometime last week. So that's what we talk about here. And we are on a financial freedom drive. And that's part of that we just finished the series on how to start from a 0 to 1 million. We finished that last week, and now we're doing the execution phase, which is how to get the exact step, the financial freedom challenge. This financial freedom challenge, you're going to take one action per day of that 10 step, and you execute it every single day, right? It's on you. At the end of the challenge, by after 12 days, you would have a very clear blueprint written down, or you would have executed certain things that will change your finances. So if you're month 1 through month 5, right? Month 1, January through June, might not be what you're looking for in terms of your finances. You can see end the year on 2026 on a good note. Thank you all for tapping out the live. If you are new here, click on that follow button. I'm new here, click on the follow button. If you have been sitting here for 2 minutes, 2 minutes, we value your time. Remember, we said there are different types of wealth, right? Time wealth. So we value your time. Time is money. Time is very limited. Money is unlimited, but time is very limited. So if it's something that you're looking for, click on the follow button. Otherwise, it's also okay for you to scroll. I do that every time when I go to people's live, right? It's not something I'm looking for. Under 2 minutes, I already know. If it's something I'm looking for, I click on that follow button and I get so that I can get locked in. Okay, shows that I get locked in. Also note that Dr. Lina it will not be following you. If somebody follows you, know that's not Dr. Lina. If somebody is chatting you up, right, it's not Dr. Lina. I mean, somebody chats you up and is asking you about crypto and all of that. It's not Dr. Lina. We are moderate risk investor. We follow compound interest calculator. This is not about hype. This is not about get rich quick scheme. This is about compound interest, building generational wealth. Look who Warren Buffett is, and you understand the way invest. Thank you so much. Let's keep tapping out the live. Nicole and everyone tapping out the live. Let's share out the live as well. Let's share out the live. Can we share? Can we also repost so that we have new people? It looks like because there are no new, it seems that we don't have new people here. If you're new, your first time here, right? You've not clicked the follow button, drop 1. I'm not talking about the people that are already here. I know, I see the OGs in the house. You're new. Manil, welcome in. It's you. How are you doing? Allison, how are you doing? Welcome in. Yeah. Yes, if you're new here, drop 1 in the comment section, right? So while we're almost at 5,000 guys, thank you so much. Let's keep tapping it out. Let's keep tapping it out, right? Make sure you click on that follow button if you have not done so. Awesome. One of the things that I say every single time is that stop saving. Okay, let's keep tapping it out. We'll start the class shortly. Yeah. So stop saving. What does this mean? George, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. One of the things is when I say stop saving, and I'm going to show it to you quickly, just the same way while we're waiting on getting to 5,000 taps. What does this mean? There's something called, if there's something that you want to learn today, there's something called rule of 72. If you know rule of 72, put it in the comment. You know rule of 72, you don't know rule of 72 and you want to know, put it in the comment. While we're tapping, I can quickly go through that, right? Before we start the class of today. Rule of 72. If you do not know rule of 72, put it in here. Just type rule of 72. Awesome. Ella, latest millionaire in town. Rule of 72. Okay. Now, I think what's the rule of 72? Okay, great. That's what we want to talk about. So we're going to start again, okay? So for those people that are new, the OGs already know the way to go, okay? So if you're new here, wait 2 minutes, okay? Wait 2 minutes. You want to know, awesome, rule of 72. Okay, so wait 2 minutes, okay, before you start. After 2 minutes, you should be able to determine if this is what you're looking for or not, okay? Click on the follow button. That's number 1. Number 2 is, number 2, get your daily admin, okay? So if you haven't gotten your daily admin, get your daily admin. Number 3 is, you tap out the live, okay? Number 4, share out the life. Okay, how do you tap? Just tap the screen. That's it, non-stop. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Number 3, get your daily at me. 4, tap out the life. Number 5, share out the life. Press my forehead, and we're going to practice right now. Practice that right now. Press my forehead. That's the only time you're allowed to do that. Right. Awesome. Dorina, latest millionaire in town. So let's practice. Press my forehead on the screen and share. You would see your contact, then you share out with them. Okay. How do you get your daily at me? You go here, it costs you 1 penny. Okay. That's how you get, you see at me. Okay. At, right. That's how you do it. Okay. Repost. Okay. Just also per just did that. Repost, that's how you repost. Okay, perfect. Victor Gold got that. Okay, that's how you share. You share with everybody on your contact. Awesome. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me, Nicole. Awesome. That's how it's been done. Perfect. The other thing is that you get your pen and your paper, right? As a matter of fact, because we are doing this challenge today, we're starting the challenge today. Can I get it? It will be great if you have a fresh notepad. A fresh notepad. I'll be doing the same thing as well, because every day for 12 days there's this action, then you execute. Okay, you execute with for everything every single day. So we get it. And then the last thing is, it's not your regular life. Remember, I'm a professor, so you indulge me, because I would ask certain question, okay, and you would respond, right? It just shows that it's one of the ways that we help to buttress learning. It's a way to also, because when you type it or when you say it, most of the time it sticks. Okay, so that's why I ask again. If you do, for those that are new, only, you want to learn about rule of 72, you don't know what rule of 72, tap it, put it in the comment. Let's keep tapping out the live, and we got to 5,000 taps. So let's also get it to 50 shares or 20 shares. Let's press my forehead, right? So, and let's go do that. Thank you so much for sharing. Awesome. And for those that have been sitting 2 minutes, you don't know. Awesome. For those that have been sitting 2 minutes, click on that follow button if you have not done that. You don't know how to click on the follow button. There's a plus sign in front of your name. Just simply click on that and you will be welcomed into the community. Welcoming every one of you. Welcoming. Thank you so much. And also, if you can fill up the gift gallery, that would be absolutely amazing. Welcome to the $1 Million List. Yeah, and you see the MDL in front of Nicole's beautiful name. That is MDL, okay? That is the MDL. It means the $1 Million League. The people that are aspiring to become a millionaire in dollars are those that are already millionaires, right? That's what it means, okay? And when we talk about daily at me, you spend 1 penny, but you get 30 points back. It's if you have 1 penny to spend or 1 cent to spend, do the daily at me, because it gives you more return on investment on it, other than any other gifting that you have here. Okay, awesome, perfect. And let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 10,000 taps. So what's the rule of 72? That's not the teaching for today, but for the purpose of the people that are new here, right? Rule of 72 simply tells you something. How long does it take your money to double? So you have $1,000 and you want it to increase to $2,000. I have $1,000. How long is it going to take my money to double to $2,000? And reason why I want to quickly teach this is, when I say stop saving, a lot of people do not understand the reason. They just think that, oh, you know what, it's okay, I mean, saving is not a big deal. I mean, they casualize it. But today, I'll tell you that you should not casualize it, because it's a serious, it can keep you in the broke level and it can turn you to a millionaire, right? It can put you to become wealthy, money wealth, right? Or you can remain broke, okay, and remain paycheck to paycheck by just doing savings. So rule of 72 quick tells you how long it takes you to double and take your money to double. And just to simply explain it, so that before somebody would say, Dr. Lina, where's the 72 coming from? Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's not stop tapping. We are not tapping. Thank you all for tapping. Otherwise, one of the things we agreed we're going to be doing that. Thank you all for doing that. Awesome. So this is it's just like the rule of physics, right? The physics rule. Thank you so much. Getting your daily admin. The rule of 72. So it's not Dr. Lina that created it. I did not create anything. Just go on Google and check what is rule of 72. Rule of 72, how to double your money with compound interest. So it simply means that how quickly can your money double? So let's assume, let's quickly do something. How quickly you have $10,000, right? 10K, right? You want it to become 20K. Rule of 72, it tells you how long it's going to take, how many years, right? How many years it's going to take. That's what rule of 72 is, okay? Yeah. So, right? Health is wealth. Victor Gold, Soul Empire, right? Doreni, right? These simply means that how long is it going to take us to double our money? So you want to know if your money is in the savings account. And for those people that do not know, that said, I do not know. If you type, I do not know, right? Soul Emperor, Nicole, right? I do not know. Victor Gold, right? What interest do you get from your bank, right? I am in the United States, okay? And I bank, one of my bank is that where I bank with, one of the banks I bank will give me about Chase Bank gives me about 0.01%. So on my savings account, every single year, I get a return of 0.01. Richard Turner doesn't know. Click on that follow button. Oh, Shagina, how are you doing? Welcome in. Click on that subscribe button if you haven't. If you've been here 2 minutes, click on that subscribe button. Yeah. So for those people that said, I do not know, you're from Germany. Awesome. Awesome. Germany is already represented here. You don't know. Health is Wealth doesn't know as well. So Health is Wealth. What interest? I don't know the country. You're in the UK, right? You are in England, right? I cannot forget you because health is wealth. That is very, very pristine and it's part of the wealth that we teach here, right? Health is wealth, right? You know, Matt Autumn. Health is wealth, okay? So what interest do you get on your bank? And some people do not even know if they get any interest at all on their savings account, right? I get 0.01, okay? You liked, awesome. I get 0.01. What do you get from your bank account? Let's keep tapping out. Let's unlock. I know we are all locked in, right? And from here, I would turn it to rule of 25. I would turn it to rule 25 after this. And you want to know what rule 25 is. You get 3%. Is that an IU savings account? That's me. Okay, you are not sure of the amount. Revolut, okay. Revolut 2%, okay. So I see 2%. I see what country, if you can also indicate the country where you are connecting from, that would be great. And if it's just regular savings account, that would be great. Savings account, Fidelity. Is that in the United States? Fidelity Investment. Yeah, Fidelity Investment. For those that dropping, click on that follow button if you have not done that, right? If you have not clicked on that follow button, just regular savings account in Germany. Okay, that's great. Awesome. Right, so from Germany, I like the way you explain it. Press, okay. Latest millionaire in town. Press and Javik, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And you're wondering what that means, right? This is the $1 Million League. People aspiring to become a millionaire in dollars, or you are already a millionaire and you're trying to scale. A number of people here, they are millionaires already. Somebody literally just crossed 500,000. So if your goal, maybe there's never been a millionaire in dollars in your family, then we teach all of this here. And we are on a 12 days financial freedom challenge. So welcome in each and every one of us. And of course, we have 62 countries represented here within this community in the past 13 days. Latest being not Grenada. I remember, but we've had what's it called? I remember these countries. I need to start writing them. Okay, I need to start writing them. So we've had so many of the countries, 61 countries, right? South Korea, we had South Korea. We've had so many of these countries. 2.25, awesome. So let's do this. Rule of 72, based on these numbers. I didn't explain ETF, right? Were you here, right? Were you here? But we're going to be teaching it this week, right? We're going to be teaching this week, love. Click on that follow button, turn on notification bell. I bet it's with you. We teach ETF at least once a week. At least 2 days in a week, we're going to be teaching it. Awesome. So 2 to 3%, rule of 72, okay? 72 divided by 2, right? This is the interest, okay? So rule of 72, take 72 divided by that interest. It's going to give you the number of years. Who gave me, who gave me 72? Was that Press? Was it Press or Victor Gold? Someone, the person Press, and then there's someone gave 3%. Right? Give me the interest. Okay, yes, Press. Press said 72, that's 2%. 72 divided by 2. Put the answer. Tony, welcome in. Rosie, baby, welcome in. And we're talking about the rule of 72, guys. And let's keep tapping out the line. Let's get it to 10,000 taps. If you are new here, click on that follow button. Click on the follow button. I am just I'm just talking about the rule of 72 here. For those that are new here, it's all backwards. Sorry about that, because on the YouTube side, there's no way we can turn it around. Okay, on TikTok we are able to mirror the image. Yeah, but sorry, that's why you see me pronouncing it. We're talking about rule of 72. How long is going to take this 10,000 to become 20,000? Okay, and then this is the rule of 72. We want to know how many years it's going to take this 10,000 to become 20,000. So next time if you want to put your money somewhere, you would understand that. 50 units, latest millionaire in town. Voice to the world, how are you? Thank you so much for tapping out the live. Opiora, how are you? Welcome in. 36. Emmanuel, 36. That is perfect. 36. So is that for the 2 years, right? For the 2 years. Let's do the 3 years. So it means that for this, your 10,000 that you put in the bank, okay, Press, right? That money that you put in the bank, okay? Emmanuel, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So Press, the 2%, the money that you put in the bank, I want to believe that it's 10,000 or more, right? Or even if it's 1,000, it's going to take you, right, to become 20,000. Thank you so much for the roses, right? It's going to take you 36 years, right? 36 years for this money to double. And you are wondering, where is it coming from? It's not Dr. Lina. That is compounding for you. The rule of 72. So simply take 72 and divide it by the number of years, the interest rate. That's too long. Okay, it's too long, but Press, that's exactly what you signed up for. 36 years. And by the way, this is not adjusted to inflation. So if it's adjusted to inflation, it's going to be like around 50 years. Adjusted to inflation, put what inflation is in Germany, right? Is that Germany or UAE? What is the inflation there? You adjust it to inflation and you will find it about 40 something to 50 years. That's it. Now that's the reason why we say stop saving. Who gave us 3%? Who gave us 3%? 72 divided by 3. How many years is that? You will see that the numbers are going to go down. So the higher that interest, 24 years. Okay, 24 years. All right? 24 years. So whatever you sign in, Nico, thank you so much for the roses. If you're new here, drop one in the comment section. If you're new here, drop comment, click on that follow button. For every other person, make sure you get your daily at me if you have not gotten your daily at me. Let's keep tapping out the live as well. We still remain at 5.8 since yesterday. Okay, 50 units, Exotica, new here. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, welcome in. Click on that follow button. Click on the follow button if you have not done so. Babalala, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. 24 years is what it's going to take. Just 10,000 to become 20,000. Just 10,000 to become 20,000. 24 years. Not yet adjusted to inflation. Adjusted to inflation, you'll be close to like 32, 35 years, right? Inflation in the United States is 4.2%, but look at inflation in your country and adjust it to inflation and you will know if this makes sense. So whenever we say that you need to stop saving, this is exactly the reason why. Because until you start doing what should you do? The next question, Cruz, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Right? If you are new here, click on the follow button. Wait 2 minutes. It looks like what you are looking for. Click on that follow button. We spill out things that will change. I mean, we teach you to fish. Because now, if I tell you that Dr. Lina, if I tell you stop saving, you will scroll past. We say, what's she saying? Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. That's how it's been done. Let's keep tapping out the live. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pause for a second. Let us reset the live. Let's tap out the live. Let's all tap out the live. Second thing is press my forehead on the screen. Let's get it to 10,000 taps. Second thing is press my forehead on the screen. You would see your contact. Let's share. Another thing, let's repost, okay? Get your pen and paper. Also, it's going to be a two-way conversation. So I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to respond from time to time. Thank you so much for getting your roses. Another thing is that get your daily at me. You've been here, right? Get your daily at me. It costs you 1 penny, but it shows that you're a fan of this community. As a matter of fact, if you also, if you can fill up the gift gallery, that would be much appreciated. Okay, thank you so much for doing all of that. However, what is most Obi, thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Right, awesome. So that's the rule of 72. So if I tell you that saving, I tell you to stop saving. Next time you will understand. 12, does 24 years work for you? To from 10% to 20,000. Does that sound like a good number of years? And for those that are just joining, we're looking at the rule of 72. How long does it take your money to double? How long, like Victor, how long? 24 years, is it good for you? Obi, 36 years, is it a good time for you to just simply convert 10,000 to 20,000? Is that a good number of years? So it simply means that if you start investing, if you start putting your money in the bank at 40, right? Simply means that it's going to take you when you turn 76 years old. That's what it means. That's when 10,000 is going to become 20,000. You said no. Okay. Yeah. Who else again? Health is wealth, right? Right? These numbers, right? So that's why you need to stop investing. Now, let me not even make it worse. For those in the United States, do you have a Chase account? You are in the United States because I am in Texas, the United States. Let's keep tapping out. Can we get it to 10,000 taps? Let's get it to 10,000 taps. Let's get it to 10,000 taps. Let us get it. Let's also share. Let's get it to, everyone. Can we all tap it out? Yes, you have Chase account. So what interest do you get, Obi? What interest do you get? I'm going to pause. If you're not tapping out the live, I'm going to pause because that's the only language the algorithm understand. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's get if you are locked in here, you love it here, you're doing a disservice to this community. If you're not tapping, you're not sharing out the live, you're not getting your daily at me, you're not doing anything at all, and you're just here. You've just been sitting here. You did not click on the follow button. Yeah, you don't check it. A lot of people do not check it, but you're doing yourself a disservice when you don't check it. So I know because savings account in Chase give you about 0.01%, right? So if you do, so OB, in your own case, you are right. Since you have Chase, right? 72 divided by 0.01. Okay, Obi, give us the answer. Let me go check real quick, but you go check. I can tell you because we have the same account, right? We have the same. Thank you so much, Victor Gold, filling up that gift gallery. I love that avatar. That is our community avatar. I love it. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Awesome. Awesome. So did you check? Sorry, 7,200. What's 7,200? Yeah, 7,200 years. And that's not years, that's money. That's not money. That's 7,200 years, guys. Thank you all for tapping out the live. That's 7,200 years that it's going to take. And it sounds weird, exactly, but that's the reality. So, Obi, your money in the bank, anytime you have your money in the bank, like Bank of America, Chase, right? Wells Fargo in the United States, right? That's what you signed up for. That, okay, in my entire life, my money is not going to double. And it's okay for the bank to use my money, right? To to invest with my money because I don't want to invest, so I put it in the bank. This is my $10,000. They are going to be making significant profit on it, but they would not give me anything, and it's going to, in my entire lifetime, my money is not going to double. So Now, that's a rule of 72. Do we understand the rule of 72 now? 72 divided by your rate of return, your interest rate. If your friend says, oh, you know what, come and invest in this, ask them, what is the rate of return? Ask them, what is the ROI, the return on investment? Take the 72 and divide it. Okay, you got it. Awesome. That is the rule of 72. Okay. So now if you put it in and of course we're not teaching the ETF today, but if you put it in an ETF like an S&P 500, which a lot of people often say, oh, you know what, ETF is slow. Let me do the next individual stock that, let me do SpaceX. Let me invest in SpaceX. SpaceX is better because I want my money right now. That's where people make a mistake, because when you invest consistent, let's keep tapping out the line chart. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pause and we'll continue the class as soon as we get to 10,000 taps. Thank you so much. Let's tap out the light because that's the only language the algorithm knows. And if you've been here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Click on the follow button. You've been here 2 minutes. Let's welcome you. Click on the follow button. You've been here 2 minutes. All right. 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Alfreco, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Those sitting on the window, you're a millionaire, perching on the window. Come through the front door. Let us welcome you on the $1 million carpet. All right, you see, Mr. Morris or Miss Morris, latest millionaire in town. That's how it's been done. Get your daily at me as well. Your daily at me, okay? You'll see it right there. Cost you 1 penny. So it shows that you're a fan of this community. Any other person still sitting on the window, perching, come through the front door. Get on the valet. Let's get you welcome. Awesome. So what was I? So now what should you do instead? Dr. Lina just showed you what not to do. What should you do instead? Quickly, rule of 72. Let's assume that the other way, if you put it in an S&P 500, just like an ETF, right? Basket of ETF this is exchange traded funds, right? Basket of stocks, right? Basket of ETF, right? It simply means that the top 500 companies at point in time within the United States. That's what this. Let's assume that you put that money. It has returned between the is average between 8 to 12% in the past, averaging between 30 to 40 years, averagely. So let's do that. So let's take 72 let's even say at 10%. What is that? How many years? 72 at 10% divided by 10. This is S&P 500. That's when you now change it to investing. You change it to investing. What is that? 72 divided by 10. Thank you all for tapping. Let's get it to 10,000 taps. Thank you so much, Nicole. Everyone tapping. Let's also remember to share. Let's repost as well. Let's repost. Let's share. Let's tap out the live. Somebody give us the answer. 72 divided by 10. I want to know if I have good math student, because under a second, you should know that. Twin, thank you so much for liking. 72 divided by 10, guys. Thank you so much. 7.2. Are we here? Do we need to do a roll call? Right? And let's keep tapping. 72. Thank you. 7.2. Awesome. 7.2. So 7.2 years. Is it a better number of years compared to 24 years? Right? Is it a better number of years? Thank you so much, right? Is it a better number of years? 7.2 years compared to, yes, thank you so much. Now, let's do what S&P 500 has done in the past 10 years. So from 2016 till now, averagely, it has returned between 14 to 15%. So if you do 14, let's say if it does 14%, what is that? 7 divided by 14, 72 divided by 14. 72 divided by 14. Welcome in on the YouTube side. How are you? Make sure you click on that subscribe button if you haven't done so. You're back. So good to have you. If you're new here, exactly 5.1. Thank you so much. Can you see? Now you now see that where you put your money really matters. If you left it in church, it take you 7.2 years, right? Ponyo, thank you so much. Alfreco, thank you so much. And here it takes you 5 years. So next time when I tell you stop invest saving, maybe it's a call to leave Steve that tells you, or Alex on a budget that tells you stop saving, right? This is exactly what they mean. This is what they mean, because it means that number of years, right? You can do your service, right? I know it's backward because we don't have a choice on the YouTube side, right? It simply means that where you put your money can, remember where I started from, where you put your money can actually make you or break you, okay? It can make you or break you. You can become a millionaire or become or remain paycheck to paycheck, okay? All right. Deji, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. So ensure that you invest your money. And you want to understand, where is this 14%? What is the ETF? You want to make sure, click on that follow button, turn on notification bell, because we are going to be teaching this during this week. Now, let's go for the topic for today. Let's go. Let's keep tapping it to let's get it to 10,000 so we get to start the topic for today. Typically, we try to get to 50,000 taps. We try to get to 100 shares. We fill up the gift gallery, get all our daily at me. Yeah, so let's do that. Get your daily at me. Let's keep tapping. Norma, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you'll be sitting there for more than 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you like we just welcome Noma, the latest millionaire on the MDL red carpet. Welcome in and happy Monday, every one of us. Awesome. So the topic for today, so we started, so if you're new here, perfect day for you to start. And one of the things that I would recommend, you're going to do yourself so much service, getting a notepad, okay? A fresh notepad will be absolutely amazing. For the OGs in the house, you already know what to do. Get your notepad ready, right? We talked about this yesterday during the family and finance. Jana, latest millionaire in town. And for everyone clicking on that follow button, Ulrich, you came at the right time, right? You said my farm mentor. What does that mean? You came at the right time. We're starting the 12 days mentorship, 12 days financial freedom challenge. We just started that. We're starting it right now today. Awesome. So was that typo? Okay, Ulrich, Exotica, latest millionaire in town. I thought you clicked on the follow button before. So we are starting the challenge. Please get your notepad. Get a note, because I tell you, by the time you're done in these 12 days, you have the exact plan, your own personalized plan. Are these sessions recorded? No, okay? They're not, okay? They're not. That's why you have to be here. They're not, but because we are on a financial freedom drive, you would see me during the day at 1 p.m., 1:30. So I always say, like today I join in at 2 because I have family, I have work to attend to, right? It depends on where I am, right? So, but I try to do 1:30, otherwise maybe 2 or a little bit earlier. So turn on notification bell. Click on the follow button, turn on notification bell. Do the same thing on the YouTube side. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina on the YouTube side as well. The same name, the same picture. You cannot miss it, right? And then you would be able to, so you know when I'm live, okay? So is it that if you miss 1:30, I try to join the 8:30 session. I tell you, these 12 days, you do not want to miss it. And at the end of the month, towards the end of the month, we will also be doing some freebies. We'll also be doing some discounts on all of our products, major discount, because at the end of this, remember, we're doing a financial freedom drive this July. After July, you would see less of me on the social media space, because we are teaching what people pay thousands of dollars for. That's what you are getting for free right now, okay? And of course, life, I mean, I can't do this. I've been showing up almost 2 days for the past 20 or 18 or 19 days, right? So I think I deserve a round of applause. And that's with also managing double-digit real estate portfolio, a vice president of technology, lecturing. Of course, I'm not lecturing this summer, but I start in August, so I wouldn't have all of those time anymore, right? So, and of course, I'm still showing up, trying to help as many people to gain financial freedom, because the goal is to help as many people to gain financial freedom through this education so that we can reduce poverty. And when poverty reduces, our ultimate goal is to reduce crime. That's what we're doing. Thank you so much for the Go Populars. Go Populars are very, very helpful to this live. So let's keep tapping out the live. Yeah, so if you'll be sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Now we want to get started. Let's power share, let's repost so that we have more people so they don't miss it and they don't turn us backwards. Okay. Yes, you're thank you so much. Thank you so much, Twin. Right. Thank you. I see you tapping out that live and everyone tapping out. If you're sitting there, click on that follow button. I'll just to recap again. Click on the follow. You're seated there, wait 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Get your pen and paper ready for class. 3, tap out the live. 4, get your daily at me. Okay. 5 is share out the live. It shows that you care for others. Repost as well. And of course, it's going to be a two-way conversation. I'm going to ask questions, you're going to respond. Now, what is the challenge for today? And the challenge for today is actually on the page already. The challenge for today is identifying, setting up your goals. Okay? There's something that you always hear from me: set a goal, make a plan, right? I want to become a millionaire. What does that mean? I want to gain financial freedom. What does that mean? Okay? I'm not talking, I can say it generically, okay? But what does financial freedom, what does it mean to you? Okay? What does that financial freedom, what does it mean to you? So we're going to understand financial freedom is, it could mean that, you know what, I want to spend more time with my family. It could mean that, you know what, I have a passion. Like, I have a passion for what I'm doing right now. This is not my day job. My day job is vice president of technology. Technology, yeah, I moved there because of the money that is there, right? I started my career in corporate finance because I'm a chartered accountant and I'm an economist. But I moved to technology because of the money, okay? So that I can build capital to actually start investing and gain financial freedom quicker. But what is my passion? Finance, which is what I'm doing right now. Why am I able to do it right now? Because of financial freedom, okay? Ability to do life at my own terms, okay? Now, what does that mean to you? What does financial freedom mean to you? Drop it in the comments if you care to share. What does financial freedom mean to you? And if you don't want to share, put it in, take your notepad. All right, take that notepad right now. I want you to check it. What does financial freedom, what does it mean to you? Okay, and I'm going to show you mine because I already posted it, the challenge for today, and we're going to do something called the freedom, how you can calculate your freedom number. What does this mean? Some people want to, some people's a lot. What is a lot? That's exactly where the problem is, Victor. We need to identify, we want to break that a lot, because that's why I said you need that notepad, not working hand to mouth. That is still very generic. What is that? Okay, I would explain it to you. Let me post it, and I have it on my page. So if you, and this is where you're going to respond later. If my TikTok is going to open on this app, that would be great. Otherwise, let's do it on the laptop. I do not have the. Okay, so you would find it, the iPad. That iPad, I might smash it at some point. It's annoying me. So I do have this right now. I've already posted it on the page for today. So you're going to be getting. So if you have sent me a message and I've not responded, please. The box is full, and some of my team members are out, so that's why. Okay, so this post is right here. Hold on. Not because they can't, but because this thing is annoying me. Yeah, give me, let's do it here. So it's there for you. So now you understand it, okay? And you can go and check it right now. You understand it? It's three things, guys. Three things. Number one, what does it mean to you? What does financial freedom, what does it mean to you? Okay, what is your why, right? Number two is, what is the number? And I'm going to help you with this one. Number three is why. Number three is your timeline. Okay? When are you going to achieve it? That is the three things. Okay? When are you going to? So what is your why? And I've started seeing some why. If you're new here, click on the follow button. If you have not clicked on, you've been here 2 minutes, wait 2 minutes. If it looks like what you are looking for, right? Click on that follow button. We are on a financial freedom drive. As a matter of fact, maybe I should move the board. Yeah. We are on a 12 days financial freedom drive. So day one is, day one is one, your why financial freedom. And get your notepad, and we're going to be having this. A day will come where we're talking about ETF. A day will come where we're talking about real estate. So this is about the execution. We did last week, we did $0 to $1 million, right? This is the execution of it, right? Two is, what is that number? What is your financial freedom number? Three is, what is your timeline? You see this one and this one, it can be easy to figure out, all right? It can be easy. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. Thank you for tapping out the live. So that's the challenge. Do we get it? Okay. So let's go back again. Now that you understand, based on that description, it tells you, is it that, you want to be able to spend more time with you? What is that benefit, right? It's not about the problem. Okay. Let's see. It's an opportunity to live my life without stress and bless other people. That is great. Okay, twin, that is great, right? Look at to be able to focus on myself and family. What does focusing mean? Okay, Victor Gold, what does focusing on your family, what does this mean? Are you focusing on your family so that you can be able to spend more time with them, right? Because when you understand that, you will be able to determine. So it has to be. Have you ever seen, you've heard about SMART? When they say that a goal is smart. When we say a goal, a SMART goal. All right? It has to be specific, guys. It has to be specific. It has to be measurable. It has to be achievable. It has to be relevant and time bound. Right? This is exactly what we're doing. Okay? You need my email address is moneytalkwithdrLina@gmail.com. My ministry to bless those in need and be with my family. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Who else again wants to try? Now that we've gone through this, who else again wants to try? So, what is that your why? Like, my own why, what is Dr. Lina's why? One of my, if you can even, the clearer you can make it, the better, right? The clearer you can make it, the better. Mine is to be able to impact so many lives, to spend more time, and it doesn't have to be one. To be able to see my kids grow, like be there, be present in whatever thing they're doing. And most importantly, right? Those are to the external, right? To myself, right? It's to fulfill purpose, and one of my purpose is to travel the world. My goals is to travel the world. I've been to 22 countries already, okay? And the goal is to travel the world. So if I'm locked up in a vice president job in a boardroom, right? And I'm getting I'm getting 10 weeks, or I'm getting 8 weeks in a year, right? How can that 8 weeks, how is it possible for me to be able to travel the world in my entire lifetime? Knowing that I'm no longer in my 20s, right? I'm no longer in my 20s or 30s, right? Travel the world and to bless exactly. So you see, now you see the difference now. or less you're saying generic. What does it mean? And even when you say blessed people might be the way I'm teaching right now. Blessed people, for me, I would want to still go back, give back to the society, whereby I can actually educate more people, like maybe give financial literacy in places in the United States, in the places like Africa, and also be able to give back to the kids that do not have. Like, I have an NGO. So make it, I am telling you my own, make it very, very detailed, right? Because whenever you see those goals, that would propel you to know that, you know what, I need more time. Is either I need more time or I need more money. Let's keep tapping out the light. Thank you all. Let's keep tapping. You're new. If you're new, click on the follow button. You're new. You've sat here 2 minutes and you click on that follow button. Welcome in. We are on a 12 days financial freedom challenge, right? Now we are on the goal, because this goal is a very, very critical part. I want to have more money to do what? I want to gain financial freedom to do what? Right? Obviously, when I say I want to travel the world, there's no way I can be locked up in a boardroom, no matter how much I'm earning, right? I'm a CEO of a company. There's no way I can achieve that goal of traveling the world, because even if I'm making 5 million, I'm still not fulfilling purpose. I'm not still, because that's even, I will not have as much time that I have as the owner of not the owner, like as an employee of a company, because it is totally controlled. Does that make sense? Any other person wants to try, put it in the comment. What is your why? Why? What is your why? Put it down. Take your notepad, write it now, rephrase it all through today. Once you're done, come put it in the comment section. Come put it in the comment section. If you're new, thank you all for tapping out the light. Let's reset the live. I'm new. If you're new, drop 1 in the comment section. I'm new, drop 1 and we're resetting, right? I'm new, drop 1 in the comment section. And see, whatever I said right now, it might sound easy, right? It might sound easy until you start thinking about it. The goal is, remember, this is about execution. The goal is for you to actually think about it. A lot of people do not. Helping aging parents, that's your goal. How about you, right? So when you gain financial freedom, you help aging parents, but how about you? That's others. So think about the others. How about you? What is it for you when you gain financial freedom? Is to buy back my time and buy a family home. Perfect, okay? Close to it, right? To buy a family home. Buy back my time. Okay, when you buy back your time, to what end? When I buy back my time, what are you now going to achieve, right? Because financial freedom in itself is buying back your time, right? FB woman, does that make sense? When financial freedom is you buy back your time, but what do you want to achieve with that buyback? I'm buying my home. Now, that's the money aspect of things, right? Thank you so much for all those gifts. Really appreciate it. Does that make sense? So if you're new, click on that follow button. Drop 1 in the comment section. I'm new, drop 1. And number 2, and get your notepad. Guys, get your notepad. See, this part is very important, because the minute pay off mortgage, that is one, right? Pay off mortgage, right? But that is the money part of it. How about the time part of it? Because you pay off mortgage, that's money, right? Remember, I talked about, and that might just be your own goal. That's fine. I'm just saying that whenever I don't limit it towards money, right? I still want to pay off I want to pay the mortgage on my forever home, right? Right? Freedom to the items I have on my list. Exactly. Like whatever items that is, that's it. But do we all understand the way to think about it right now? And you don't have to write it here. But ultimately today, you do yourself a disservice if you don't do this. You don't need to rush to, but I just want to if you understand the concept, I understand. You understand I'm not saying you don't need to put it here, right? But if you want to put it, do it so that I can actually make you think deeper whenever I ask you this, or whenever asking you, or yeah, you understand exactly. Make it very clear. Make sure that it is, it is clear, right? Make it very smart, specific, right? My own is very clear. I want to travel the world. It tells you that Dr. Lina wants to, I mean, it's not ambiguous. Travel the world means travel the world. And she's already done 22 countries. So I already know that 22 countries looks like a lot to a lot of people, but 22 countries compared to the number of countries in the world, right? I know that I need to keep going, 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 okay? That's what it means. So it's very, very clear. So you don't want it to be ambiguous. I want to be financially free to be able to take care of my family. Okay, right? I mean, that's why you're working anyways. You're taking care of your family. What does taking care of your family, what does it mean? To take care of my aged parents. All right, okay, but how about you in the midst? It has to be measurable. It has to be specific. It's also, you need to make it achievable as well, okay? And it has to be relevant. It has to be time bound, okay? So those are make it smart, okay? All right, so what is your why for financial freedom? That's the first thing first. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. If you're new here, right? If you're new here, click on that follow button. Drop one in the comment section. We are already 62 countries in 13 days. And we are on a financial freedom, 12-day financial freedom challenge. This challenge is also, we posted, it's already posted for today. Day one. Today is day one. It's already posted for today on the page. You find it there. Take the challenge. It tells you 3 things you need to do. What is the why for financial freedom? What is your financial freedom number? That's the second thing we're going to be talking about right now. Then what is your timeline? Okay. Take your notepad and write it there, right? Once you're done, if you like, you can share it on the page, right? Put it as a comment, or you just come there and put done. You come there and comment done, or you just simply put what the call to action is, just put it there. So I expect 81 people to respond after this. And once you have done this, well, take your time. Be diligent about it, guys. Let's keep tapping out the live. We are not being diligent tapping out the live right now. We're not being diligent. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes. If not, click on that follow button. Do that. You're new, do that right now. Click on that follow button. We'll have a day where we're going to be talking about ETF, real estate, investing. So every single day of these 12 days is a challenge for you. One challenge every day, and it's one goal towards financial freedom. You have every single day. So if you're new, click on that follow button. You've not, get your daily at me. If you haven't gotten your daily at me, let's share out the live. As a matter of fact, let's do that right now. You don't know how to share. Press my forehead on the screen. Thank you so much for the repost. Press my forehead on the screen. And of course, share out the live. Press it on the screen. Share out the live. My God is able always. Yes, He is. Welcoming the latest millionaire in town on the red carpet. To click on the follow button, you don't know how to go about it. Click on the plus sign in front of your name, and then you would see. Click on the forehead. You would see you'll be able to get your you'll be able to click on the follow button. Okay, let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. Awesome. And how do you share the live? Press my forehead. Invite everyone. Okay. Press my forehead and invite everyone, and of course tap out the live. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live as well. Awesome. Perfect. You'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. Click on that plus sign. Awesome. So the second thing is your financial freedom number. Thank you so much, FB Woman, sharing out that live everly. And Jenna liking that, tapping out the live. Financial freedom number. What does this mean? All right. What does financial freedom number? What does this mean? Financial freedom number, I'll tell you how to calculate this. Because a lot of times people would say, oh, you know what? Do you even know your freedom? If you know your financial freedom number, say, I know. I don't know, put I don't know. I don't know. Financial freedom number means that when I have this money, when I get to this number, I am okay to stop working. Okay. Financial freedom number means I am okay to know, I know my number. That's what it means. Okay, you don't know. All right, we're going to be talking about it. Remember to get your daily at me if you haven't gotten that. Awesome. Financial freedom. So because and financial freedom number differs from one person to another. Mr. A's financial freedom number might be $500,000. Another person might be 100,000. Another person might be 10 million. Right? It's a function of you. It's a function of your lifestyle. So how do you calculate your financial freedom number? How do you calculate your financial freedom number? There's something called the rule of 25. The 25, let me say, the 25 rule. Right? The rule of 25. Remember we talked about the rule of 72. Now the next one is rule of 25. Rule of 25. Let's do this. I told you, there are so many things you learn here. Rule of 25. What does rule of 25? If you have not clicked on the follow button, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. What is rule of 25? What is rule of 25? Rule of 25, and let's keep tapping out the live. Thank you. Let's get it to 15,000 taps. Thank you. Let's get it to 15,000 taps. Let's not stop tapping. Let's also share the live. You see, when we stop tapping and we stop sharing out the live reposts, you see the numbers go down, right? It's the same effort that it takes to teach 5 people. That's the same effort to take 1,000. And that's us blessing as many people whenever we tap out the live, whenever you share out the live. Thank you so much, Ramos, tapping out the live. Let's not stop tapping out the live. So the financial freedom number, the rule of 25 is going to help you do that. Okay? It is basically your annual expenses times 25. That is your financial freedom number. Okay? What is your first? So it means that you need to know what your annual expenses is. So what is your annual expenses? Your basic expenses, your living expenses. So how much do you spend per month right now? Or how much do you anticipate to spend at retirement? Okay? Or whenever you quit working, right? How much do you need? Can we get it to 15,000 taps, guys? Please, let's get it to 15,000. Let's also power share. Let's get our daily at me. I'm not sure what's happening with the live, but everything is very quiet. And if you're new here, click on that follow button. If you have not clicked on that follow button, let's do that. Thank you so much. Okay, let's not stop doing that. Right? We are doing a challenge, and it will be. Thank you so much. Let's get our daily at me. If you have not gotten it, click on the follow button. If you have not clicked on that follow button, okay, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you to the live. Awesome. Thank you so much for tapping out the live. Share out the live as well. Awesome. So it simply means, let's say that your monthly expenses are $2,000, $3,000, or let's do $2,000 for ease of calculation. 2K. So it means your annual expenses is times 12. Okay. Remember, it's annual times 12. Okay. So it means that every single year, your living expenses is, your annual expenses is 24,000. Your freedom number is 24 times 5. So once you get to that 24K times 25, that is your freedom number. So calculate 24 times 25. 24 times 25. Thank you so much. Everyone tapping out the live. If you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. You're new here, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you to the $1 Million League. This is the $1 Million League, the community of millionaires. We are on a 12 days challenge, right? And we are totally out to, the first thing is setting up your goal. Remember, make a goal and create a plan, okay? So 24 times 25. Can somebody give us the answer? 24 times 25. Nicole, Twin, Black, Jenna, Real Professor, Croc, Kentra, Dog Z, I Am, Camu, Vings, Raptel, Amaka, Lotoya, Natasha. Yeah. 25 times 20, 600. So it means that $600,000. Once you have $600,000, That is your financial freedom number. That is your financial freedom number. Okay? So that is your Aisha, latest millionaire in town. So remember, this is 24,000, right? So 600K is your financial freedom number. So somebody with an expenses, so if your living expenses is, your annual expenses is $100,000, right? You need times 25, it means that you need, once you get to 2.5 million, you can retire and say that, you know what, I decide not to work again. Let's keep tapping out. Let's get it to 15,000. Let's all tap it out. Let's get it to 15,000. Do we understand it? Do you have any question on your financial freedom number? So it means that, oh, you know what? I need 6 figures to take care of myself every single year. I need the P5. How are you? Welcome in. God's word, latest millionaire in town. Yeah. If you're new here, click on that follow button. Let's keep tapping out the live. So it simply means that, does anybody know, if you know your own financial freedom number and you want to share, you want to know, you know your annual expenses and you want to know your financial freedom number, we can help you. Drop it in the comment section. You know your annual expenses or your annual living expenses, put it in the comment and then we can help you calculate your financial freedom number. Or if you want to know your financial freedom number, put I want to know. I want to know my own personalized financial freedom number. You want to know, okay. You want to know. So what's your annual living expense? What's your annual expenses? Thank you all for tapping out the live. Let's get it to 15,000. This life is very weird. Everything is just quiet. Yeah. If you're new here, click on that follow button. We are on talking about the financial freedom rule of 25. Remember, I just taught you rule of 72. Now we're talking about rule of 25. Rule of 25. What does that mean? So yours is 43,000. Okay, 43,000, right? 43,000. That is 43,000 annually. Okay, so 43,000. That times 25. What's your answer? 43,000 times 25. FB woman. So 43K times 25. You don't know that. You need to know that. So that's part of the challenge today. You need to calculate what your annual expenses is, then multiply by 25. That's the exact reason why we're doing this challenge. That's the exact reason why we're doing this challenge. I'm doing it myself because we've moved forward to our forever home. And I think the last time I did it was in 2024, right? When we moved. So now I'm doing it already. Let's keep tapping out the live, the chat, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's keep tapping out. Let's also share. Press my forehead on the screen. Let's share. Let's share. Let's repost. Okay? Let's share. Let's repost. Nicole, Twin, and everyone here. PB, Vince, Mr. Easy, Joe Maxe, Tojolistic, Godfrey Croc, Mrs. Reptile, yeah, Amaka, yeah, Laura, Noma, Javik. Mine, yours is 12,000. 12K. Are you 12,000? Okay, times 25. What's the answer? Is that annually? God's word, is that annually? Is that your annual expenses? 120,000. Okay, 120,000. Multiply it by 25. What's your answer? Are we calculating in dollars? Yes, it doesn't have to be any currency. Calculate it in your whatever currency. What is your expense? It's not in dollars. Calculate it in your local currency. How do I put it? Because you don't spend in your dollars. Basically, your annual expenses. Is this monthly or annual? This is annual expenses. Annual. So annual expenses. So what is your expenses per month? multiply it by 12, then multiply it by 25. 1.7 million, okay? That's your number right there. That's your number. So you know that, okay, whatever investment that you're doing, right? Or you need to take up, we'll do compound interest calculator at some point to be able to work it backwards. And you'll be able to work it backwards right now. It means that once you get to 1.7 million, you can actually become financially free. All right? Because a lot of people think that, oh, I need 10 million. So this number is very important. I need 10 million. But yours is just 1.7 million. The person that says he needs 120K, God's word, right? 120 times 25, what does that mean? 120K times, are you saying that it's 120K times 25? Guys, can we respond? Okay, I think we'll end this live. Can we respond? I'll do it at 8 p.m. Can we respond? Because everything is just quiet and we're not. It's 3K. How can 3K? Are you saying 3 million? Is that what you're saying? Question is 120 times 25. Is that 3 million? It can't be 3K. 120K times 25. So 120,000, you said your annual expenses is 120,000. Exactly, 3 million. So once you get to 3 million, okay, got it. Once you get to 3 million, that is your number. All right? That is your number. So your annual expenses, please don't end it. Yeah, I'm not, but if you're not responding, because this is a different thing, I'm not teaching, right? I'm just going to, if I've already taught annual expenses, but if you guys are not responding, how am I ever going to accumulate 1.7 million? See, every woman, I want to believe you're new here, right? This is the $1 million league, okay? This is the $1 million. I want to believe every woman, are you in, whatever? We are taking notes. That's why. That's fine, right? But we need you to respond. There's no way I can know, right? The notes is, you need to, yeah. There's no way, because this is about execution. It's very different from when I'm teaching. If I'm teaching, I can keep going, but this one is very, very different, right? This one is about two ways, because it's about execution rather than, I'm not the one, we're executing. So I need to know that you understand, because you will not go and do it yourself. So I'm just helping as many people to help them answer their question. Right? If you don't know your annual expenses, so like what's her name? Let me look for, like Aisha. She doesn't know her annual expenses. So she knows the assignment she needs to go and do is to go back home and understand what our monthly expenses is, and multiply it by 12, then multiply it by 25. But if you don't respond right now, you will take all of this. It's just like a waste of time, because all this 12 days is about execution, right? It's about execution. Exactly. We need to, the participation is important for the next 12 days. This is not about teaching, right? Okay. So do we all understand financial freedom? Do you know how to calculate your financial freedom? Because it's a waste of time if you do these 12 days and you do not execute, or you don't even understand how to execute it. I know some people, I got a new pen. I got a new notepad and I got a new pen, and I'm doing the same thing. All right, so you understand. So do the calculation, and I expect that by the end of today, you go on the page and confirm it. Okay, not just understand, execute. All these 12 days is about execution. We've gone past the stage of understanding. It's about executing. So you have to go on the page and comment on the post that you're done, or put your numbers there, or whatever, whichever thing you want to do. But ultimately, you need to execute. That's the whole goal of these 12 days. All right. So anybody that doesn't understand financial freedom number, and if you're sitting and if you're not, click on that follow button. Click on it right now, okay? So Aisha, calculate your number, okay? Calculate your monthly expenses, what that is, or what do you expect it to be in the next coming years, whatever, right? And of course, get it right there. Awesome. Now, the last thing, the third thing is, remember, the third thing that you'll be doing is the timeline. So, Emerson, how are you? Welcome. You came right on time because we started the 12 days financial freedom. So I'm going to be posting it. If you have not been following on YouTube, on TikTok, you need to follow on TikTok. You need to also follow on IG as well. And those on TikTok, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. So I'm going to be posting it there on YouTube. It's not yet there. Make sure you take all those challenge seriously. It's life changing for the next 12 days. As a matter of fact, all these things that I'm teaching you right now, people actually pay thousands of dollars to learn it. And that's what we're giving for free, right? As part of this financial freedom drive. Okay, let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 20,000. We'll wrap out the live shortly, right? Yeah, the last thing is your timeline. Okay, so the last thing is your timeline. FB woman, you said, when am I going to get there? You're welcome. When am I going to get there? That's it. That's the timeline. So you asked the question before. Let's copy your latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you are seated there and you've been waiting 2 minutes, you've been here more than 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. So the last thing is the timeline. Okay? The last thing is yes, FB woman. Because some people, most of the people, you know what this timeline is? 45 years. How do I know? That's the work life that people they created for us. Start from age 20 and retire at 65. But I question this. What we are doing with this challenge is questioning this. Thank you for getting your daily at me. Questioning these 45 years, because this, in case you don't know, this is what you signed up for. You start working at age 20, you retire at age 65. That is 45 years of your life. But this challenge, we don't want to see 45 years. We don't even want to see 20 years. And because, how are you going to go about it? Because you're going to make sure that your money is working for you. Your annual expenses, 14,100. Aisha, well done. So we're going to annual. That is annual, like the entire year. So your monthly is about 700. Is that what you're saying? Your monthly is about, if you're saying that your monthly is about 1,100 thereabout, or 1,200, that's what you're saying. So 14, but we take it 1,400, right, times 25. What is that? 1,100 times 25. Exactly. Okay, got it. You see, that's it. That's it. Because before now, Aisha does not even know our monthly expenses, what our monthly expenses is. This is the goal of this life. This is the goal of this challenge, to force you to actually do it. So if you are just taking notes and you're not taking the challenge, then you are missing the whole goal. She just already knows. She's done 2 things right now. She already knows what our financial freedom number is. She knows that she needs to start chasing at least $352,000, 500. She already know at least 300,000. Emmanuel, latest millionaire in town. She already knows better than any other person now that, okay, I need 350,000. I don't need $1 million. I don't need $1 million. If I get 350,000, I am okay. I can decide. At that point, I become work optional, because I work because I just want to work, right? So all that she has to do is that, how much do I need to put in ETF to get to this $352,000? How much do I just need one property and start putting money in my Roth IRA to get to this 350,000 number? That's what she now needs to as a number now to work with, versus somebody that is just here that doesn't even know. Emmanuel, amen, amen. What does that mean? That's what she's chasing. 350,000. Emmanuel, amen and amen. What is your number? Right? Amen is not the one that will do that. Put your numbers. Put your numbers. All right. Put your numbers. Calculate it today. All right? Yeah, exactly. You see, that's the truth. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, that's what, because you already know I called you a millionaire. That's why I said every single person, there's a reason why every person that comes here, right? And you click on that follow button, shows that, okay, you are taking a leap of faith to say, I want to get to that millionaire status, right? And of course, I know you can achieve it, right? But everybody's number is different. Somebody just calculated 3 million earlier, right? Royal man, how are you? Somebody just calculated 3 million. Another person calculated 1.7 million. Now she's trying to figure out, and she knows that, okay, and now she's figuring out, how do I get to 1.7 million? Another person's zone is just 350,000 because her own annual expenses is 14,000. All right? Oh, you just joined. Oh, okay. I'm going to, if you are new, drop one in the comments. I'm new, drop one. I'm just joining, drop one. Right? I just joined in, drop one, because we're about rounding it up. Right? And I'll take you through the challenge for today. We are on a 12 days financial freedom challenge. If you're new, Red Scorpio is new. Okay, you're new, drop one. You're new, and I'm just going to take you through this, right? Otherwise, you'll find it on the page as well. There's a post on the page as well. Emmanuel, have you clicked on the follow button? Click on that follow button if you have not done so, right? Click on the follow button. So yeah, if you're new. So somebody this is Aisha's number. She only needs $350,000. The minute she gets to, I mean, I don't know if it's in dollars or in her currency. Whatever currency she is, right? Whenever she gets to that amount, she becomes any amount after that. I say dollars because I'm in the United States. Any dollar after that 350,000, it's becoming work optional. She can decide to say, you know what, I can walk away, right? In dollars, perfect, right? In dollars. Okay, she can say that I can walk away. So every dollar on top of this, or in, she's her own goal now is, how does she get this 350,000, right? Meaning she has to do the job, put it in investing, put it in this, and then once she gets to that, she becomes work optional. Is there any other person that is new? If you're new here and you missed all of this, drop one in the comment. I'm new, drop one in the comment, okay? So I can take it one more time. Lastly is the timeline, right? How long is it going to take you? Now, if you are putting your money in the savings account, it's going to take you at least 7,200 years. Told you were here all along. You just, were you distracted? Right? Timeline, as a matter of fact, aim for 10 years. Aim for 10 years because that's what we aim for in this community. Mine is 2. It's not possible. Is it monthly? Is 600 is 600 monthly? Is this $600,000? Is that what you're saying, Jenna? Is this 600,000? You just joined 5 minutes ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought I saw you earlier. 600,000. Is that what you're saying? Is this 600,000? All right. Or are you saying, is that your monthly? Jenna, is that your monthly? No, calculated 2,000 monthly. No. Jenna, you're getting it 2,000. Go ahead, welcome in. Make sure you click on that follow button. So, Jenna, are you saying that 2,000 monthly? No, it's 2,000 times 12. 2,000 times 12. Okay, let's take it again. Let's take it. You're new here. For those that are new here, make sure you click on that follow button if you're new here. Oh, thank you also for getting your daily admin. Latest millionaire in town, Wendy Media. So what we are doing is we're trying to calculate. We are on a financial freedom challenge, and today is day 1, right? And we're trying to understand our goal, because you cannot, how do you start investing if you don't know what your number is? Where do you know what sort of investment should you do? Should you do real estate? Should you, in terms of debt payoff, instead of what your number would determine? Somebody with $3 million in as retirement goal, right? Or financial freedom goal, right? Knows that you know that you know that you need to put extra work to it. But somebody with $300,000, right? That person knows that, you know what, I can easily get there in 5 years or less. All right. So the first thing, for those that are just joining, the first thing first is understand your why. Why do you want to gain financial freedom? So I'll give you an example. My own reason why I want to gain financial freedom is to impact as many lives, give back to the society, right? But that is for the society. So being able to open an NGO someday whereby I can support so many other, kids, some kids, 9.99. How are you? It's been a minute. I support kids whereby they can be able to, how do I put it? I can give them free education, I help as many people to reduce poverty, give financial freedom like I'm doing right now. The second part of it is for me, right? Me, right? I want to travel the world and I've already been to 22 countries. That is for Dr. Lina. So it has to be for you, not for, for you, and one for you and one for, or maybe two for you or whatever, and for others. It shouldn't just be for others. What it is financial freedom for you. All right. Can be, I want to spend more time with my family, right? I want to pay off my whatever. But how about you? What is this for you? Okay. And you see example, I have the video posted on my page. Go there. You can see some other examples there. So once you identify that, you get a notepad, right, or a journal or whatever, get it ready. Okay, let's keep tapping out the line. Let's get it to, can we get it to 25,000? Let's also share. The second thing is that you want to know your number. What is that financial freedom number? Your financial freedom number is three things. Number one is, what is your expenses, your monthly expenses, right? Multiply it by 12. So we want to determine your annual expenses. Then multiply it by 25. Okay? So you first of all need to know what your monthly expenses is. Then multiply that by 12. It will give you your annual expenses, then multiply it by 25. That is your financial freedom number. And that's the number we're trying to get. So if you care to share, anybody that said they don't know, put it in the comment section. What is your monthly expenses? Multiply it by 12. Then we can help you get your number. And lastly is your timeline, right? I wanted to know that let it be 10 years and less. So once you get this number, if it's 1.7 million, why 25 is the rule of 25. Rule of 25. Google it, you will understand the rule of 25. That's the same thing that they always say, that there's something called the law of physics. It's just like you asking, what is the law of physics? Why law of physics, right? Just the same way. Just the same way we have rule of 72. We have 1% rule, exactly. Chiru, latest millionaire in town. Can we keep tapping out the live? Let's tap out the live. If you're new here, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. We are wrapping up with the live. Tomorrow, we're going to be back. I'm going to be here tonight as well at 8 p.m., right? Because we're doing a financial freedom drive. And part of it is the 12 days financial freedom challenge. So every single day, we're going to have one action that is going to lead you towards financial freedom. So get your notepad ready. Get your pen and paper. Take this challenge. It tells you there's going to be a video that is going to be posted. There's going to be on the live as well to educate you more on what that challenge is. Okay? Right? I will make it clear on the video as much as the talking head video as much as possible. Maybe some carousel as well. Or maybe some static video will be there, right? To guide you. But then we'll also come on live, right? And then explain it and maybe help you, the people that care to share the information will help them to determine that number so you can have it journaled, okay? At the end of the whole thing, somebody that knows 350,000 now knows that he needs to start chasing 350,000, right? And some days, a day will come where we're going to be telling you how can you get that 350,000. So it's not, this is just for you to set up that number. Yours is 1.7 million. Yours is 3 million, right? We're going to guide you on how to go about getting that million. Okay, 3 million, starting from your income to how to increase it, keep it growing, and let it get cash flow, all of those things. Awesome. Let's keep tapping out the live. We're done with the live. So also indicate your own timelines, but make sure it is not 45 years. Okay. Any question? Any question? Thank you all for tapping out the live. If you have been sitting here, click on the follow button. If you are new here, we're wrapping up with the live. You turn on, click on the follow button, turn on notification bell. I'm here 1:30 and 8 p.m. during this week. through this July, as a matter of fact, because we are doing a financial freedom drive, educating people on giving people financial education so that they can gain financial freedom, thereby reducing poverty and, of course, reducing crime. Ultimate goal is to reduce crime. So if you're new here, click on that follow button, tap out the light, get your daily admin, and you're just meeting me for the first time. I'm Dr. Lina, Central Time, 1:30 Central Time. I'm in Texas. So 1:30 Central Time and 8 p.m. Central Time. You want to turn on notification bell. Also follow on the YouTube channel. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina on YouTube as well. I'll show you the QR code so that you can scan it right now. Because in case you cannot, you cannot turn on the notification on on TikTok, you would at least know YouTube is going to notify you. Okay, all right. And also follow on Instagram as well. It's also Money Talk with Dr. Lina. By the way, I do not have Telegram group. I don't have WhatsApp group. If somebody follows you right now and is chatting with you, it's not me. Cryptocurrency, you will get a welcome message when you click on the follow button. That's it. But you will not get, oh, you know what? This is the phone number. This is the, that's not Dr. Lina. So click on the follow button right now so you know you have the right Dr. Lina that you're following right now. Okay? Right, Dr. Lina, that you're following. Any question? Any question? Awesome. So I'll wait for a few more minutes. If there's any question, drop your questions. We're done with the live. So your expenses, your annual, your monthly multiplied by 12, multiplied by 25. That's correct. That is your financial freedom number. And here is my, if you've not